What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Rays.
Hiro Fiennes Tiffin may have gotten his first big break in the After series, but this guy has been around the block a time or two and has landed many different roles throughout the years. In fact, his family tree is filled with famous actors you may not have known about. Let's check out some of the lesser-known roles Hiro has taken on in his younger years. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos. Who is Hiro? Hiro is an amazingly talented young man with an incredible name that proves he is bad to the bone. Best of all, he has a glowing personality to go along with his stunning looks as well. A lot of people consider him to be the latest teen romance model, much like Robert Pattinson from the early 2000s, but with cooler hair. He has been in the acting business for many years, but landed his first breakthrough role back in 2019 when he was cast in After as Hardin, the bad boy that Tessa can't help but fall in love with. And I have to admit, who can blame her? Just look at the guy. He has been an actor since way back in 2007, giving him a few more years of experience than most of the other cast members. However, he and Josephine Langford are almost the same age. They're both 21 at the time of writing this. What makes Hiro a super interesting pick for the role of Hardin, though, is the fact that he is over 6 feet tall, 6'3" to be exact. This guy is a very, very large young man. I can't imagine the amount of work the directors and cameramen must have put in to help him look like a normal-sized person on the big screen.
Who do you want to be?
Hiro was born in early November, meaning his star sign is Scorpio. This could explain his amazing charisma and why most girls would love to date this hunk. After all, I hear Scorpios are super reliable and amazing kissers. Guess Josephine Langford must have gotten lucky to land such a close role with this one. One thing you may not know about the two of them is that there were rumors that Joe and Hiro were dating that had been floating around since the first film came out. But for the most part, this doesn't seem to be true. I'm not really sure where this rumor started, although they do appear to have great chemistry in the film. Hiro was born and raised in the United Kingdom, but you may not know it from watching the movies. He had to do his best to hide his accent while they were filming, but he says that wasn't too terribly difficult. After all, it's fairly easy to fake an American accent. It's much more difficult to fake a British one. All you Brits out there know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Even though Hiro is an awesome actor, he still slipped up a time or two, and you can clearly hear his native accent shining through in a few scenes from the movies. Hiro likes to keep his personal life on the down low, so we don't know a whole lot about what his favorite things in life are. He is active on social media, but doesn't overshare like a lot of big celebrities tend to these days. His main way of interacting with his fans is through Instagram, and he has found a massive following. So if you're interested in seeing more from Hiro, be sure to check him out there.
Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be?
So with all of that in mind, let's get into what all of us came here to see. What are some of Hiro's lesser-known roles that he has taken on over the years? Bigger Than Ben. One of Hiro's first big roles came in 2008 when he appeared in the British film Bigger Than Ben. The movie is considered a dark comedy, so it is definitely different than his role in After. The movie was heavily inspired by a book of the same name, with the tagline reading, "A Russian's Guide to Ripping Off London." Not too sure what that means, but the movie seems hilarious. Hiro took on the role of Spartak, and he starred alongside Ben Barnes, Andrei Shadov, and Ovidiu Metacen. Most critics seem to have enjoyed the movie, but considering it was such a small-budget film, it didn't do so well at the box office, but it did manage to triple its original investment.
You have to look and sound English, or you'll be shot.
Harry Potter and the Half Blood Prince. We all know Harry Potter. Does this series really need an introduction? I can't imagine how excited Hiro must have been to land a role in such a popular series. Hiro was asked to play the role of Tom Riddle, aka Young Voldemort. What's so special about this role is that Hiro was chosen for it because his uncle plays the role of adult Voldemort. Pretty wild. The movie premiered in 2009 and managed to bring in almost $1 billion at the box office. Talk about a successful film.
It seems, despite your exhaustive defensive strategy...
Private Peaceful. Who doesn't love a good war drama? Anyone? Well, Hiro played the role of young Charlie in the British war drama Private Peaceful back in 2012. This film was released back in 2012 and starred legendary British actors such as Jake O'Connell and George Mackay. Though, contrary to what you may think, this was a super low-budget film. We don't know how much was invested into it, but the movie only managed to rack up $132,000 at the box office. The movie seems to have been well-liked by most viewers, however. Possession with Intent to Supply. Hiro appeared in a YouTube short film back in 2016 known simply as Possession with Intent to Supply. The film was considered an educational film with the description reading, young people from across 3 boroughs of London come together to produce an educational resource that challenges misconceptions and explodes myths surrounding victimless crimes. The Trap was the result. Explore the impact of street drug dealing and knife carrying on individuals and their communities. Their message is loud and clear: there is no such thing as a victimless crime. Everyone gets hurt in the process. He played the role of Jack.
St. Thomas.
Okay, I'm going to authorise a strip.
The Secret Life of Flowers. We don't know too much about this next short film, but it premiered in the UK in 2017, titled E.R. Dem and H&M, The Secret Life of Flowers. The plot of this movie says 2 young friends go for a weekend at the English country retreat of a colorful lady who lives surrounded by flowers. Once there, they experience an embarrassment of riches to tempt all of their senses. Hiro would play the role of Adam in this short film. Safe. Hiro popped up in a television series back in 2018 known as Safe. This series is a drama and explores the life of a surgeon and his 2 daughters after they lost their mother and wife to cancer. One day, his 16-year-old daughter goes missing, and the father learns all sorts of secrets about his daughter. Hiro played the role of Lone Fuller for 5 episodes in this series.
She texted me, Zoe. She said she was waiting outside, but I was desperate for a pee, so...
The Tunnel. The Tunnel was a television series that first premiered back in 2013. The series followed 2 detectives as they worked together to bring down a serial killer that is ravishing their local area. Hiro played a small role in this series and only appeared in 1 episode, playing the character of Leo.
Who do you think you are? Posting all of this shit online?
Cleaning Up. Hiro played the role of Jake in the television series Cleaning Up for 5 episodes back in 2019. If you're interested, the series is a comedy that tells the story of a single mother who works as an officer cleaner and begins delving into the dark work of insider stock trading to help pay off some of her debts.
Sorry, I've just finished work.
Jake's just started training to be a mechanic.
The Silencing. The Silencing was an interesting film that was released in 2020 and follows a hunter and a sheriff that worked together to track down a killer that claimed the life of the hunter's daughter. Hiro played Brooks Gustafson in this movie. Day by Day. Finally, one of the most recent television series Hiro has appeared in is Day by Day, a podcast series that explores various stories about living in the modern world. Hiro appeared for 1 episode and played the role of Sam, working as a voice actor. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos.